First person.
Oh, that's...
All right, hello.
Hello, everyone already in chat, waiting on every bated breath.
Yeah, people that never left chat since Friday. How you
They're
doing?
still there.
They're just chat does nothing but sit there and wait for us to be live for days on end.
And it's definitely not the labyrinth that we set out to create so that they couldn't leave us.
Mm-hmm. The Mindscape.
Sirree.
Oh boy. Well, hey everyone, how's it going? How your week's going? I don't know about you guys, but we've been talking about my roommate and I how it's just perpetually Sunday. That's what all quarantine feels like. Forever Sunday.
Can we reorganize our Zoom call? I realize
Sure.
we're not in the
Oh yeah.
in the right.
Yeah, perpetually Sunday is a good way of putting it, because like the thing about Sunday is you technically have a free day, but you're stressed out because you know you got to get things done for when Monday happens.
Exactly. That perpetual Sunday vibe. That's what we're talking about.
I totally agree with that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I really need to start like prepping my apartment for like moving out and stuff like that, because I've only really got like a month and a half left.
Yeah, I've put 3 things in boxes, and I took one of them out today, so that's not good. I was like, I won't need this, and then like 3 days later, I was like, oh, I do need that still. Never mind.
Literally 3 steps forward, 1 step back.
How I live my life, for sure.
So what are we doing today?
What are we doing today? That's a great question.
What are we doing?
What is this? Huh?
Nothing. We're just going to
Lipstick
take
in my
it out.
Valentino
Bye.
white bag.
Lipstick in my Valentino.
We are doing a choose your own adventure story. The way this is gonna work is what we'll need from chat is a setting, and then from there we're gonna start to tell a story. And wherever there is cause to make an important decision, instead of us doing it as the storytellers, we're gonna provide the options to chat. Chat will get to vote and choose which option they think makes the most sense as the collective. And then from there, there's a secondary mechanic of whoever doesn't win the vote gets to add their vote of confidence, which is they either think it'll succeed or fail. And then based on the results of that, the story will continue forward. Yeah, just to level set and be, transparent. It is kind of like a genre storytelling in a long form. We are gonna let this story go where it goes, and by that I mean, we're a comedy group. We do a lot of funny things. If it doesn't end up being hysterical, that's not the intention. Like, if we talked about it and decided that as storytellers, we wanted to tell a good story more than we wanted to tell the funniest story ever written. I'm sure there will be comedic moments because it's hard not to with this group, but they're neither good nor bad. They just are what they are. But that being said, we think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. But Mikey, there will be adventure.
Oh,
Adventure!
Always an adventure.
Adventure!
Oh yeah. Get your voting fingers ready, everyone, because you're going to be a part of it.
Good. All right. Well, we just need a setting, right?
We do indeed.
Dom, since you're already in the middle, you're probably gonna start.
Alrighty.
We should also, while they're giving us settings, we should also explain what the words on top of us mean.
Yeah. Max, why don't you go ahead and explain that?
Sure. We decided that we, the 5 of us, we're going to be switching off on who's going to be telling the story. Like we said before, based on what you decide is just the thing that's most interesting to you. You can choose whatever rationale you want to choose to be able to decide which one of our choices goes forward with this. We are going to be embodying certain ideas that will drive our decision making. we have the high art behind us that's representative of this high art stream. So I am sensitive. We chose 5 different words. I'm sensitive.
I'm determined.
I'm playful.
I'm impulsive.
And I'm inquisitive. So
Right.
a vote for either of us or any of us will be a vote towards the direction you want this character in the story to act. Yeah. All right. Without further ado, I guess we just need a location or a setting to get started, and then we'll take it from there.
I have my little notebook out so I can take notes so I keep track of this story as it's happening. And by that I mean I have the script of the fully written story in front of me.
Oh yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Got it all
Oh
scripted
shit!
out.
I'm supposed to log into my alt account now.
Guys, this is where we turn to page 6. We're on at the top of the page 6.
Oh, geez, 6 already. Okay.
Yeah, the intro pages really.
Yeah.
Line?
Your line was line. Good
Good
job.
job, Max.
I know, Dan.
I know, my line
yeah.
was to tell you that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We're still reading off the script as we go.
This script is so hacky. It calls itself hacky.
Still on
Gone
script.
recursive.
Do we want to give them options for settings? Have them practice their voting skills?
Sure. I don't know if. I'm not seeing any roll in, but that's okay.
That's alright.
That's all
We
right.
left it.
That's-
We left it really, real or imaginary. We left it really wide open, so
It's
you
true.
can really do any kind of story. I guess we're going to probably tend towards more fantastical, but yeah, we can. You can just
Maybe.
allow any story at all.
We're pretty open. Like, we want this to be a story, a cheese factory. Maybe. That's a valid option. Plenty of valid options. What do you want, chat? Right now, cheese factory is leading.
Rock
Or
climbing.
rock climbing.
Or rock climbing gym.
Could be a small town, you know, where everyone works at the cheese factory during the day, and after the afternoons, they go home and rock
Or
climb.
it could
Who
be
knows?
the biggest cheese factory in the world that has a built-in rock climbing gym. Made
True.
out of cheesecake.
It's Wonka's cheese
Moon?
factory.
Okay,
The moon?
I like that, Alexa.
Ah, yes, the big desolate rock.
Rock wall in the cheese factory is called Mount Fondue.
Wait. Guys, the rock wall is made of cheese because it's on the moon.
It's true. Ooh.
And
We're
we're
just
all
adding all
Scooby
of these
Doo.
things together.
Yeah,
The blender approach. I like
you
it.
thought you were giving us one setting. We were taking them all.
They are giving us one setting.
Any jumping out at anybody?
I mean, they're words. They don't jump, Dan.
I'm pretty sure you can
Got it.
jump in a rock climbing gym, but not in Cheesecake Factory. Don't you dare! You'll get kicked out.
Don't you?
It wasn't a
fucking
cheesecake factory. It was a cheese factory.
Oh, it's just a cheesecake. I always put a cake in there. Knitting contest. Ooh.
It's a muscle memory, Dan. You gotta add the cake.
I know. I always had the cake.
I haven't been to a cheesecake factory in a long time.
I'm feeling an affinity for rock climbing gym, but that's just me.
Okay. If that's what you want, Dan, that's what we'll do. We'll do the rock climbing gym.
Wait, but Broadway.
Broadway.
But
Wait, can we do
Oh, boy.
Broadway? All my affinity is gone for rock climbing.
No, Dan. We can't go back on our word.
All right,
That's how
this
we
is
end up
gonna
in
be the
trouble.
rock climbing musical I've always dreamed of.
Oh, we shouldn't have given him determined. That was a mistake.
Gotta climb your way to the top.
You gotta get on top of that rock.
I'm
is
getting older. I still don't know how to boulder.
Hey, Carb. Hey, Tuna.
I love the difference of highs from carbs and tune wit. It's so different.
Awesome.
All right.
we're gonna do a story. It starts off. Who knows where it'll go from there? But it starts off in a rock climbing gym.
Take it away, Dom.
I wake up on the flat. My back is against a hard, cold mat, and as I look up, a tall, looming wall of colored plastic hangs over me. It seems to mock me with its verticality as I lay prone. As I attempt a cool move to kip up and fail miserably, I roll over and, squatting deeply, stand up. I'm alone. It's empty and dusty in here. The lights are on with a dim flicker, but it seems to be abandoned otherwise. I take a look at my hands and they're scuffed. Skin clearly left on the wall when I came down. I go over to a small table and find a number of objects. But where do I start looking first?
What order do we? What order?
Yeah,
are
I
we
was gonna say what order.
Let's just do it in our hoedown order. Always. We'll just always go in that order.
Okay.
All right. So, can you repeat the last line?
I'm alone and abandoned in a rock climbing gym. I go over, make my way over to a desk that's in the corner. There seems to be a number of objects on it, but where do I start looking first?
I would start with the rock climbing gear. It's used, but not broken. Like somebody has been here, and I can use that to find things.
I gotta look for signs of people. I mean, this place isn't usually operated empty. There's gotta be staff around here somewhere.
I would actually decide to go home. It's clear that I'm not supposed to be here, so going home seems like the best option.
I think standing on top of the desk to get a better view would be better.
Okay, and now we vote.
And now we vote.
So, chat, the way this game works is you're going to vote for which of our options we're going to do. And then that person's going to take over in the storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
We have the poll up, Dan?
Yeah, it's there.
All right, let's do it. Start voting.
There's such a fancy slidey slide now.
I know. I've gotten very into it. Ooh.
So fancy.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. We're gonna keep these pretty quick because we want to try and get as
Yep.
much story in as possible.
10
so.
seconds left. Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, what's it gonna be?
Ooh.
What? Is that it?
Oh.
Now we need a deciding vote.
whatever vote happens next, assuming it's one or two, that'll be the tiebreaker. What's it gonna be, chat? Where you guys want to go?
Dan, can you send the link to the poll in our Discord just so that I can have the poll up separate on my screen? I'd rather look at that than the other
Yes.
That's,
Yes, sir.
thank you.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Thanks,
You
Toon
tell
Witch.
him, Toonwit.
You tell him.
Well, if we don't have a tiebreaker, I'm just gonna flip a coin and see what happens.
Yeah.
Flip that coin. Flip that coin.
Alrighty.
Or I guess maybe even the current storyteller could just choose.
It goes to Steve.
Okay.
Steve is up.
So I've dug through. and
Wait,
found-
Steve. You don't know how well you did.
Oh, shit, right.
Now
Oh,
comes
yeah.
the second part. So the other people will all have to take a vote of confidence if they think this plan is going to work or if it's going to fail miserably. So on the count of 3, either thumbs up, they pass, or thumbs down, they fail. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Massive success. Go for it, Steve.
All right, so I dig through and pull out this used set of climbing gear, and inside I see a tag that reads Michael. Michael must be around here somewhere because I can still feel the viscous sweat seeped into the straps and the ropes of the gear. So I begin checking every room in the darkened space. Everything seems empty, but still like there's somebody just out of reach. And as I burst my way into the office of the building, I notice there is an empty computer, completely off, and notes piled all around the place in stacks and swaths on the ground. I begin to collect everything and stack it all up onto the desk to make sure that nobody will step on anything while they come through in or out, because somebody's here. I know it. It's just I can't seem to find them. I need something to elicit the fact that they're here and to remind me who they are. They're on the desk. I dig through some of the notes. Most of it is business transactions from the past month. People who've been coming in and out of the gym, people with memberships and special reservations for birthday parties, and a small child named Tim had a birthday here. And then I lean over into the computer. The computer sits dull, surrounded by all of these piles of notes and business transactions. And I go and I turn it on. What do I see?
Well, there on the computer is a game. Someone was clearly playing like some pinball or something like that, just kind of messing around.
No, it has to be a digital note. Whoever this Michael person is must have left us some instructions before they left.
On the computer is a security warning stating that you are not supposed to follow through and click on unless explicitly authorized.
Actually, when you turn on the computer, it short circuits and then starts to set on fire.
Spicy.
Oh, no!
Alright, vote him up. Oh, hold on.
Wait, why are there only 3?
I know. I messed it up, hold on.
You left your own one out.
What were they again? Fuck, I already messed this up.
There's a game.
Game.
Instructions.
Yeah, digital note. What was it? Security.
Security one.
And,
Give praise.
now vote.
Ooh.
The voting music I put in is pretty good. Just want to say that. Melissa was like, I want to feel like it's from Pirates of the Caribbean, and it does. It does sound like that.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, we got a 4-way split.
Hey, Ty.
It's tied. It's tied.
Oh boy. What's it gonna be? Where's our story gonna go?
Oh. Oh.
Motion design coming in with the heavy swing.
Nice. Ooh.
All right. Gonna cut it off there. Security warning. Vote for success.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Mixed
Oh,
results.
2 thumbs up and 1 thumbs down.
Next results.
All right. Okay. So as I look closer at the security message, I read that it states that Michael was out of the office for at least the past couple of weeks. And as I try to click further in, the security message pops up again, but this time it says that a silent alarm has been triggered. Suddenly, I look around and realize that I'm far out of place. A rush of anxiety and my heart flutters, and I quickly leave the room. I walk out into the darkened gym and try to find my way to an exit. Except when I get there, I can see the outside. It's dark out, it's nighttime, but the door is locked. I turn around and I feel entirely alone. What do I do next?
Well, I know Michael is in here somewhere, and he's probably got the keys to get out, so I should probably hunt down Michael.
I need to start calling out for people. This is weird. Maybe, I don't know, I got locked up in here and it's closed and I'm not supposed to be here anymore. Someone's got to be around to hear me.
Mm-mm. Locks are meant to be cracked. There's definitely a way I can figure out to open this lock.
I know I could get help from somebody else. I'm gonna try to see if I have my phone with my other stuff to call somebody. All right, vote away. This is getting pretty ominous.
I know, we find ourselves in quite the scenario.
I didn't think I was gonna be spooked tonight.
It's gonna be so
Ooh, we got 3
Freeze.
votes
Wow.
to break the lock.
strong start.
Ooh, 1 more for Hunt Down Michael. One for the phone.
Ooh.
Another for Hunt Down Michael.
Second one for Michael.
Oh no, it's getting close.
Might not be enough though.
Last chance.
I think maybe the 3s have it.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think the 3's got it.
Break the lock. All right, vote for success. 3, 2, 1.
Damn, what is that?
Isn't there an in the middle? All right, then I'll do down.
All right. Yeah, it's a lock. I've broken a lock before. Who hasn't? Simple enough. I just need to find a way to get a little bit more leverage on it. Ah, perfect. Back where I fell over initially where I woke up, there seems to be a small bowl of gymnast chalk. I go over and rub some on my hands. There aren't any tools available, so I'm gonna have to brute force it. Shouldn't be too hard. It's a pretty small lock. I walk over, I give myself a big stretch either way. I grip the small lock. It's no bigger than probably the size of my palm. And as I go, I give it a big yank, and I pull, and I pull, and it feels like the door is just about to give, when all of a sudden, the whole lock comes off, handle included. Unfortunately, this isn't the kind of door that one can just simply put their finger through. That's just sheer right there. Good news is, though, it seems like something's written on the back of the lock. Pretty helpful. I turned it over, and sure enough, it says property of Michael on it. Well, this just seems interesting. Why did Michael lock the doors from the inside? And if that's the case, then where is he now? It seems to me, and by my observations, this is the only place to get out. Unless there's a back door or a hidden door that I'm not familiar with. I should probably look around. I mean, there's only a few rooms in this place, but surely one of them has more answers than this. Where should I go?
I remember working here previously. There's just enough room above the rock walls that you can sit up there for a little bit. I used to waste time on my break up there. I think I should check up there.
Well, with everyone gone, now's as good a time as any to check out what the back offices are like. So I guess I'll go see there. I mean, it would make sense that a staff would be there.
This situation could get bad. I'm not supposed to be here. I think I should pull the fire alarm because I need help.
Look, if Michael's been hiding from me this whole time and hasn't heard all this, he's got to be down in the basement where they keep all the equipment. I want to check the basement.
Fascinating. So many places to go. All more terrifying than the next.
I'm currently shitting myself.
Basement.
Oh. I personally don't want to go to the basement. I'm terrified.
I don't either.
Than they already are.
Although, yeah, I agree. Above the rock wall also seems kind of scary.
Oh, the fours are taking it.
Oh no.
I kind
Tom,
of.
it's because you said we didn't want to go to the basement.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna lie, my playful personality also wanted to go above the rock walls.
It's
All right.
just a fun place to be.
Looks like it's gonna be the basement. Can I get some votes?
3,
Like, all right.
2, 1, go. Hey, all right.
Here we go.
Wait, was it the basement? No, Max's was the fire alarm. Never mind.
So,
I thought Max said it for himself.
determined as I am to find Michael, I walk towards the back cellar that's on the opposite side of the rock wall. It's 2 doors that open up, sort of like you would see outside of a New York apartment. I open up the one side, but the other side creaks a little as it goes. I look down and I say, "Michael, are you there?" All I hear is the slight echo of my voice coming back to me. I start to step down and flick one of the lights. The room, it's about 100 yards wide. It's a very large basement. Filled with giant shelves of rock climbing equipment, different weights, other things that you would have in the gym. And I look over and I hear the noise of something running. It turns out to just be one of the washing machines. I look at the time and it has 45 minutes left on it. Someone had to set this very recently. I look around and I still don't see anybody. I walk towards the center of the room, throw my hands up in the air, not knowing what to do. Then in the corner of my eye, I see a shadow dart by. I didn't get a chance to see what it was, but it was definitely bigger than a rat. As I look around, I say, "Michael?" Again. Again, I hear nothing. I walk over to where I saw the shadow, and there's a giant poster of the Fight Club movie poster on the wall. I think that's a little weird and also bizarre to have in the basement of a gym. But it seems like there's something off about the poster. One of the corners is torn off. I lift up the poster and look behind it, and there's a hole. Seems crawlable, that goes far and dark, and I can't see what is on the other side. What should I do?
No, I should definitely go down this dark and menacing hole. It seems like Michael's not here, so where else would he be other than down the dark, menacing hole?
Well, I guess the first step is just tossing something else down the hole. I mean, who knows what could scurry back out? And you might as well check out what's in there first.
Inquisitive agrees. We also vote we should go down the hole. We're doubling down. We're going there. We're going quick.
I didn't know we could do that.
This hole seems like the best way out, but I go down there, I should definitely be prepared. I should spend a little bit of time acquiring as many materials as I can before I go down that hole.
All right, you got 3 options this time, chat. Either climb down the hole, toss something in the hole, or gather materials. Nobody want to check on the laundry? No.
It's still got time, motion design.
Yes.
We'll come back to that later.
Oh, we got 3 votes for toss something in the hole. 2 for climbing down. It's gonna be a close one here.
But not for me.
Yes, not for Max though. Ooh, tied up. Your vote could change the course of history.
This is why it's important to vote, everyone.
This is this is
This
just
is
political
what-
propaganda.
This is what all of your politicians mean and everything. They mean go on to Show and Tell Live and vote in their polls. Vote in our polls. It's very important.
We don't even have any electoral college to like mess up your vote.
100% majority vote.
All right, stuck at a standstill.
Coin toss time.
I got a dice. I'm just doing even and odds. It's the same, you know. Oh! God damn it, Max. All right, I rolled a 2. That means we're gonna toss something down that hole.
Oof, okay.
Vote for effectiveness. 3, 2, 1. All right, mixed. Let's see what you got, Alex.
I search around, and I mean, as much as there is equipment down here and everything, nothing really seems like it might be that useful. So might as well go up to the laundry machine, I guess. I walk up to it, still in the middle of its spin cycle, and open the door. There's a weird musty smell, like the laundry's been left in there for too long. But I take it out, and there's some, damp clothes, things like that. So I just grab a t-shirt and wad it up. I take the soaking wet t-shirt over the hole and throw it down as hard as I can. Throwing a wet t-shirt isn't going to get too far, but it kind of flops and splats down into the hole. I stop and listen for a second. Don't seem to really hear much of anything. So, I pull the t-shirt back, and that's when it gets caught. Or at least it feels like it gets caught. I get some kind of a resistance. I start pulling a little bit harder and a little bit harder, and it's pulling back. So clearly whatever was in this hole wants this t-shirt after all. What do I do?
Well, I gotta get the t-shirt back. Obviously, I yank as hard as I can so I can put it back in the laundry machine.
Let go. Stick her head in the hole. See what's making it. If it's catching the t-shirt, it'll have no time to retreat.
The only thing worse than facing this, whatever it is, head on, is allowing it to go back in the darkness and not know where it is. I should try and pull it out and see exactly what it is.
I want to make sure that I get this thing back, but I also send a message. I try to stick my foot in and stomp at whatever has the hold of the shirt.
Damn.
All right.
Terrified. I'm so nervous.
Vote now. Why do we have to do spooky?
I
I don't know. I just assume first-person things are naturally spooky.
I mean,
actually.
you were the one that started us in an abandoned building.
I just don't know.
We could have been in a perfectly populated building.
Yeah, we could have. Would have been a different story.
Very
Where we are now.
Here we are now.
Hey, Chat's the one who didn't want to go find Michael, alright? It's not on me. They wanted to come to the basement.
Yup.
All right, we got 2 votes for 3 and sort of 1 vote for 2. Another 1 for 1 comes in.
Ooh.
Splitting hairs here, but 3's coming ahead.
We might have to call it.
A few more seconds.
Oh.
Oh!
One of those 4s is technically a 2, but...
Oh! Uh-oh.
So then technically, what? 3 and 4 are tied right now?
I don't know.
If it stays at a tie, I would say 4 wins that tie.
Yeah, I would say 4 wins it too. I think it's the 4s.
Damn. Alright. Poll's over. We're gonna stomp at it. Let's get a vote for effectiveness. 3, 2, 1.
Yay!
I'm assuming you did. Alright, three thumbs down. It's going great. So with my hands wrapped firmly around that t-shirt, tugging as I can, I know it's not gonna let go, whatever's on the other side. I lift my foot up and I try to stick my foot down into the hole and stomp a few times at what's down there. I'm mostly hitting air in the side of the wall side of the hole, but nothing's happening. It's almost like nothing is there holding the other side of the t-shirt. As I keep stomping, I almost think I'm going insane. That can't be what it is at all. And then the t-shirt suddenly is loose, and I'm holding onto it with nothing on the other end. But as I was confused by that, I didn't notice that I still had my leg in the hole. And I feel this slow pull on one of my shoelaces. As my shoe slowly becomes undone, as I don't double cross my shoes, it slowly is coming undone, and I wonder if my shoelace is caught by the same thing that caught the shirt. And in that moment, my whole ankle is grabbed. The piercing pain in my ankles is jutting up my leg. I think that I'm bleeding, but I'm not sure. I scream out in agony, but there's still no one around to hear me. I start shaking my leg as hard as I can, trying to get loose from whatever is grabbing onto me. And just like it let go of the t-shirt, it let go of my leg, and I fell back behind the hole. I never saw what it was, but I looked down at my ankle, and yeah, there's blood everywhere. My shoe's also untied, but that's not the worst of it. I don't know what to do. What should I do?
Well, I think you gotta take your shoelace out of the shoe at this point and make blood flow cutoff, so you don't lose too much blood, or so we don't lose too much blood, and try to find a med kit.
Well, that wasn't so great. So maybe I should just head back upstairs and see if there's anything helpful up there instead. This monster business doesn't seem like my cup of tea.
There's something we're missing here in the basement. There's got to be a clue to what's going on. People clearly put all this over the hole, so something must be missing.
This being, whatever it is, wants or needs something. If I figure out what it needs, then maybe it will be able to leave me alone and leave this place alone. But I need to be able to figure out what that is first.
All right, pulls up. Why we gotta make it spooky though?
I don't know, Dan. Anything could have been in that hole.
Yeah.
There didn't even have to be a hole. That was
Yeah,
Dan.
yeah, Dan. All the spook is you.
Why we gotta make it spooky?
Why are you so determined to make it spooky?
Dan was the one that had a shadowy creature, and then that creature scurried across the floor, and then that creature went into a hole that we found. This is all you, Dan.
Yeah, Daniel. You're the one who stuck your foot in it. Thank you for the sub, Zen.
Hey, thank you.
I don't think it registered your 4, but that's alright.
I think it did, actually.
No, on my end I don't see it. But
I mean, 4s are definitely winning.
there we go. Oh, it's close.
Ooh.
Last chance, or it goes to 4. 3, 2, 1. All right, find its needs. Let's vote for success. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa!
Wait, Dan.
Oh, all
Dan,
right.
you don't get a vote.
Oh, I don't get to vote. You're right. Never mind.
Alex, what was your vote?
I was a down.
Hold up.
You're a down? Okay.
2
good
ups
to know.
and a down.
All right. With my leg bloodied, I can't move very quickly and probably not very far either. But it looks like for the time being, I'm stuck here. So I'm gonna have to figure out what it needs. It's whatever it is. Sometimes you can figure out what something needs before you even realize what it really is underneath. I keep looking around the basement. There must be something to tell me why it's here, or somebody else who's interacted with it. I finally tip the washing machine forward just to get a look behind it. And behind it, there's a note. It's scrawled in pencil, or maybe black coal. And it says, it has a message written on it. It says, "This is the last delivery of the year. We're sorry, but we can't find any more." And that's all that's written on the note. I guess I might have an idea of what it needs, but I don't know where it is to find it. This thing needs another thing. I need to figure out what that is. Where should I go next to figure out what it needs?
Well, I remember earlier we went to the office and there were stacks of papers all over the place with invoices and such. So if they're talking about a delivery, it's probably there.
The only thing this good.
Well, I'm in a climbing gym. Climbing gyms have a whole bunch of ropes, so maybe I can lower down a rope. Maybe it just needs help getting out of the hole.
No, this thing needs to get out of the hole if it's one way or another. Maybe I can flood it out with the water hookup in the basement.
Maybe I should just head back upstairs and try to find Michael. Again, maybe he's out from wherever he is. That ought to work, right? All right.
Needs another thing. Very specific.
Votes up, votes up.
Ooh, I do wonder what's been delivered though. Fascinating. Also, not a good business practice using scrawled charcoal notes. Just saying. IRS not approved. Ooh. Fascinating, chat. Fascinating.
They really want Michael, okay?
They really want
Michael is our Chekhov's gun. It's our Chekhov's Michael.
Yeah, I'm not even sure Michael is with us anymore, to be honest.
Hey,
The story's going.
you
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying.
We'll see.
I swear to God, if I
But
do
guys-
this, as soon as I start, I'm gonna be like, Michael walks in the room. He's like, hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up? What you doing here,
Guys.
buddy?
What about Tim had a birthday?
Yeah, Tim's birthday. His party was ruined.
I see. It looks like trying to find Michael again is getting the win.
I don't know what to
Looking
do.
like
Seems like it.
All right. Try to find Michael again wins. Let's get vote for effectiveness. 3, 2, 1, vote. All right.
oh, I don't get one.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you don't.
All right. So I put the note in my pocket and walk upstairs as best I can. I don't remember the stairs being as steep this time, but I also didn't have a bloody ankle. I'm going up and I turn the corner. I leave the doors to the basement wide open, knowing that I might have to go back down there again. I wasn't thinking about it too much, okay? I keep walking and I walk into the rock gym where I was lying down earlier. I look down and it's almost as if I could see the imprint of where I laid. I don't even remember how long I was laying there. I look over into the Michael's office that I can see through the glass that's about 100 feet away. Still nothing. I look over at the door with the broken off handle. Still nothing. I look down at my stuff, which is where is lying. Just my wallet, my phone, and a can of peanuts. I need a good snack when I'm up there, alright? I look at my phone. I try turning it on. I think I have Michael's number, but my phone's completely dead. How long was I lying there for? I think one more yell might be a good shot, so I yell out, Michael! Again, I still don't hear anything. But some of the ropes that are still hanging over the rock wall, one of them's moving a little. It's shaking. I don't quite understand it. I look up, and at the top of the rock wall, I see 2 legs dangling over the edge as if someone's sitting at the top of the rock wall. I look up and I go, Michael! The legs don't do anything. I don't know who that is, and I don't recognize their shoes or their pants. I thought I was the only one here, but I guess I never bothered to look up. What should I do?
I think we need to go back to the office. Every time I try to picture Michael in my head, I'm just getting this blank image, and I can't. I need to know what he looks like before we approach anyone. I just don't want to make a mistake.
I gotta get up there. I gotta see who that is. I mean, that person could be helpful in some way. It's at least another human being compared to whoever or whatever that is down in the basement.
I'm getting distracted. Maybe if I know how I fell in the first place, I can reverse engineer what's going on. I gotta know where I am before I know where I'm going.
This is all feeling like a bit too much. I don't know who that person is. I think I need to just sit down and think and eat some peanuts and just try and figure something out.
All right.
Yes.
Vote away, chat.
They're all crises of faith, but one of them has a snack.
Oh, everyone wants the snack.
We don't know anything about ourselves. This could kill us.
We know we're allergic.
We get 3 downvotes and we have a peanut allergy.
Saw's just like, I want to play a game. Planters.
Oh.
Climb the wall. Terrifying. Go to the office. Horrifying.
Why are we doing spooky?
I don't know, Dan. Why are we doing spooky?
Well, no, Dan. Why are we coming across legs dangling in the wall, Dan?
Yeah, Dan.
They don't have to be dead.
No, they don't.
I'm not into it. It's the genre reset, and I can't take myself out of it. I'm belabored by genre. Okay. Well, we gotta.
Alright, we need
gotta split
one
right
more.
now. Yeah.
One more vote. Break the
Or
tie.
3 more votes for go to the office.
I mean, I'm not against it.
Yeah.
I'm just a realist at this point.
Mhm.
Come on, chat.
One more vote.
Break that tie, chat.
We just saw legs, but we also just saw peanuts. What do you want?
Make up your mind. Snacks or legs?
Or both?
Are those legs a snack?
I mean, my leg was just a snack.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna roll for it. 100 bits, thanks, Macaroni and Brie.
Thanks, man.
All right. And that is a 2. That is for climb the wall. All right, let's get an effectiveness vote for climb the wall. 3, 2, 1. That's 3 votes.
Ooh. Hold up.
Nice.
We're good at climbing walls. Take it away.
All right.
Mr. Peanut.
Well, safety first, obviously. So I tie myself in, make sure all my harness straps are tight, and I get going. This is one of the more challenging sections of the wall, so it's pretty tough, but I've been here a few times before, so I can navigate somewhat well. I get up closer and closer, and the legs are just unresponsive. Like, I don't really notice anything about them. No one's leaning over to check on me as I'm climbing. I'm certainly making noise. So I climb up higher and higher, and eventually I get to the top, and they're laying on their back. It's not Michael. I don't know who it is, but it's just some person with a completely shaved, smooth head. Their eyes closed. They're just kind of breathing slowly, really pale skin. Just laying there, and I just kind of poke at them. Hey, hello? They open their eyes slowly and look up at me. Clearly not fazed or at all stunned by any of this situation. It almost seems like they were just up there relaxing for a while. They open their eyes and look at me and say, "Oh, how can I help you?" It's an almost oddly calming voice, especially given the circumstance. I start asking them about, you noticed where everyone went, or why all of a sudden everything seems to be empty and abandoned, or even if they saw my fall. All their response is, "No, I was just up here enjoying the moment." This person has to have some kind of information, but I don't know what information to get out of them. What should I do?
I need to look around. This is the best vantage point in the whole gym. I might be able to find something. Like, if somebody moves, I should be able to see it from up here.
I need to give this person a once-over. Figure out who this person is and make sure I start probing them with the appropriate questions.
Once they understand what kind of situation I'm in, I'm sure they'll be much more helpful. I should just show them that I'm injured and that I'm scared, and I'm sure they'll be helpful if I ask them for help.
I don't know what this person's on, but they're clearly not with it. I should just head back down and say that they can come with me if they actually want to get out of here, if they even realize that they were trapped to begin with.
Interesting.
Well then. Vote now.
Alright, vote now.
The story continues. Alex, how does this person talk again? So I can hear it in my head one more time.
They talk very calmly like this. Almost
yes.
calmly.
I thought you were gonna be like, "Oi, how you?" Be like,
Hi.
Welcome to the top of the wall, yes!
It's not too late to have a character like that at some point. You never know.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 votes for trying to figure out who they are, and then we got coming up from the rear, explain the situation and look around from the vantage point.
Yes, a name.
It's tense in here, guys.
I'm sweating.
That's gonna happen. Also, we're just about at our halfway mark.
Yeah, we are. That means we have to be about halfway
Yeah.
through the story. So
That means there's gonna be
Coming
15
up on the
minutes where you can
climax.
go out, buy your candies, talk about how the first act was. All right, well that's a third vote for 2.
Third
I'm just
2.
gonna call it. Figure out who they are is gonna win. Let's get votes for effectiveness. 3, 2, 1.
okay.
All right, take her away.
I study the person up and down. Well, I guess side to side, given that they're still laying down. But they're making eye contact now, which is important. I feel like I'm establishing a sense of rapport. Surmising, I feel this person will be helpful, but I'm going to need to get them talking. And the best way to do that is to simply start asking questions. Who are you? I ask. They respond, simply unimportant. What do you really want to know? I think, what do I really want to know? How did I fall? I ask. Again, I didn't see. I don't really care. You're standing now. That's important. That's a good point. I am standing now. I guess the fall is kind of inconsequential then. Ooh. Do you know what's in the basement? I plead. Yeah, I've been down there. As I say that, they slowly raise their arm. A series of scratches and bite marks go all the way up it. Is there any way to stop it, I ask? Or trap it? Or get it out? They take a deep, long sigh. Rolling over to the other side so I can only see the back of their head, I hear the voice come from the front. You can't stop something that was here before you. You can only leave. I shudder for a second. How do I leave then? Surely, okay, yes, I'll leave. But the door's locked and there's no way out. The person shakes their head side to side, their bald head rubbing against the floor as they do. They roll slowly all the way back over. They lock eyes with me and they say very, very plainly, there's one way to leave. I take a step back. I ask them about the implications of what it is they're trying to say. Oh, nothing so dramatic. To leave, you simply have to go where it came from. I close my eyes and I think for a second. It's becoming a bit of a headache and the height is starting to get dizzy. A sense of vertigo rushes over me, and as I rub my eyes, the person's gone. I look down over the ledge. I see no trace of them. The only thing to do now is figure out what they mean.
Well, it seems like we need to go where it came from. But we still don't even know what it is. I think if I can find a flashlight or something, I can throw it down in the hole so I can finally get a good look at it. And then maybe I'll figure out where it came from.
A hunch. I have a crazy hunch. I mean, there's definitely a way to figure out what this thing is or who this thing is. Once I understand a little bit more about how it thinks or what even is down there, surely I'll be able to know where it came from there.
I still think trying again to communicate with it is the best chance. Maybe it also uses charcoal and paper. If I gave it a chance to communicate, maybe I'd have an idea of where it came from.
Even though I don't like it, it looks like I am gonna have to end up going down that hole. So I might as well get a weapon. Something that I can muster out of this equipment. So that way I'm ready to go down there. Alex, how would you sum up yours again?
I mean, I guess mine's kind of similar to Max's, is communicate. So.
Oh, sorry.
No, I don't know. I didn't say it very well. How about find information about it, I guess?
Yeah, look for information.
I'll do that. I'll do find information about it.
All right. Open up.
Oh boy.
So we're halfway through. How's everyone liking the story so far? Wow, you vote.
Yeah. Do people have any theories about what could be happening?
True. We've written this ahead of time, so we won't steal your theories. Oh.
Yeah. Probably the smarter decision to find information. Yeah.
Smart. Ooh, fascinating. The problem is every time you say theory, we can no longer use it.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, we can't use that now.
It was a bad question to ask on our part, really.
Yeah, I knew after I asked I should ask. From now on, keep your theories to yourselves.
Yeah, stop talking to us.
Yeah. Don't you dare talk to us.
React.
I called that at the midpoint.
Yeah. Well, I think we have our vote.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Screw you,
Max, I just want to clarify because I'm pretty sure you were the one that found the note behind the washing machine, right? Was there a date when it said like the delivery or whatever?
No, it just said this year, and it was behind the washing machine, so it could have been from any time.
Okay.
The shadow has a peanut allergy. Bald person is anti-Michael. Yep, you figured it all out. Motion design. Man, we don't even have to finish the story now. All right, find information about the thing. One over. Let's get a vote for success. 3, 2, 1. Max isn't gonna vote. Okay, there we go.
Oh.
Okay, 2 and 1. All right.
Take her away.
Well, step 1, gotta get down. Should be simple enough. I can just repel myself downward, although it's a little bit harder with this bum leg. I take a few skips off the rocks and kind of grab some handholds where I need to slow myself, eventually make it down to the ground. It's a bit of a rough landing, but we made it there. So, now I need to find out something about this. I mean, the note, the delivery, that's gotta be related somehow, right? So, I head back into the office, or to the desk, rather, where I found, all the papers and everything. I start sifting through what was there, looking for any kind of manifests or anything. I find order shipments for, the new rocks for the rock walls, a couple harness replacements, things like that. And then there's something that just says refreshed. I don't think that has to do with the vending machine. I mean, they'd be more specific if it was refreshed. I mean, I guess it could be something to do with this. So now I have a date, a delivery date, I guess. I start looking through some of the papers, things like that, you know, all the different dates, trying to figure out what could this possibly be? What happened on that day? There's one thing that happened on that day. Maybe I have to find a birthday cake and start singing down the hall. Because, well, Timmy's birthday was the date of the delivery, and whatever that means, it's the only lead I've got. So what am I going to do next?
I would turn around in the office and I notice a face in the other direction. I want to chase it.
I need to figure out the origins of this place. Maybe if I knew what was here before it was a rock gym, I could figure out what type of entity we're dealing with.
Timmy was a person local in the town, I think. If I just thought hard enough about who Timmy was, maybe who his parents was, maybe it would be a clue on what's happening here.
This Timmy kid, he keeps popping up. I mean, I guess just for his birthday, but there's got to be more to it. Maybe instead of looking around and shouting Michael's name, I should look for Timmy's name and shout for Timmy. Vote away.
For voting.
I'm not going to say which, but one of those terrifies me. So. It's definitely the research. That's the scary one.
Research is always scary.
Research is always scary.
But also the mysterious face.
Oh, yep.
Oh.
Yeah. Think of all the different alternate paths this story could have gone down if you guys had voted differently. That's the power you wield as a chat.
It could have been a totally different story.
The power. Yeah, it could have not been spooky.
We could still be.
No, I think it was always going to be spooky with how we started it.
Yeah, Dom waking up unconscious in a dark gym.
If you let the inquisitive person start the story, they're gonna want to solve something. It's just natural.
Yeah, I know.
That's okay, we'll start it. I have ideas for... When we do this again, I have other ideas for ways we could start stories.
Alright, it looks like we're stuck in a stalemate. So I can do a roll. Alright, gonna roll.
Here we go.
That is a 1. We're going to be following that mysterious face. So,
Right.
vote for effectiveness. 3, 2, 1. Alright, split. Take it away.
Oh wait, I don't vote.
Oh, that's 3 thumbs up.
Oh, that's three
Yes,
thumbs up.
success!
Ooh,
That's
it's a
awesome.
big success.
Great success.
Oh my god.
Right, 6 days.
As I turn around and I notice this face down a ways. It's still shrouded by darkness, but I can make out a face. It's the first real thing I've had since whatever was sitting on top of the rock wall. I'm still not entirely sure if that was a figment of my imagination or if I'm just going crazy right now. But all I know is there's a face in front of me, and I need to figure out who this is. So I charge down the way towards this face, and it stays locking its dark eyes at me as I run up to it, and I realize I'm getting closer and closer to a wall, and in front of me is this framed portrait of Michael, his employee manager slate on the wall, and I finally remember what he looks like, who he is, and what he meant to me. And that's when I looked down at my pin, my employee pin. It says Michael. I immediately rushed back to the files to check with how long we've been out. I open up the computer. It's been 3 weeks since the last delivery has been in here, since any new papers were printed. My head is spinning. What was I out the whole time? Was somebody taking care? Was it that mysterious stranger? Did he keep me alive for 3 weeks as I lay on the floor? And now I know what I have to do. I need to find that thing in the basement. I need to go and finally rid myself of this. So I take all of the documents that I can off of the table, and I rush down into the basement as fast as I can, hobbling on this leg, leaving a trail of blood behind me. And as I get to the bottom of the basement, I fade into black again, and the papers scatter. When I wake up, what do I see?
I'm back. I'm on my back. I woke up again, and the place is empty again.
I definitely see the bald man standing over me.
I awake and I look down at my leg. It's completely healed and the lights are on. It's daytime. This rock gym is bustling.
I wake up and everything's just as it was before, and my head falls to the side, and I see the backside of a warning sign that I think is supposed to be going out the window, even though it's night out there. I want to try to make out what it's saying, but I'd have to get closer to see. All right.
I guess I should clarify. By mine with emptiness, I mean like it's back to the beginning of the story, like when we first woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You woke up in the same spot, or okay?
Woke up in the same spot.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's how I meant, but I realized that people could be like, "Oh, he's in the sunken place." Like, yeah. Like.
To clarify, if you wake up with me, you are still in the basement. So that's where you wake up.
Yeah, I think everybody else, you wake up in the spot we woke up in the beginning of the story.
A vote for me is a vote for the basement.
Oh, goodness.
A vote for me is a vote for Groundhog Day.
Oh.
I'm not original.
Whatever the vote for this one ends up being is really gonna take a turn for this story.
Well,
yeah.
yeah, that was. I think that was the end of Act 1. Now we're entering Act 2.
Yep. Yeah, this is definitely
the whole Michael reveal to the pass out. That's classic Act 1 finale.
Really?
Shit.
Yep.
All right, it looks like we're gonna see the bald man again. Let's get a
Bald
roll
man.
for effectiveness. 3, 2, 1. Alex isn't gonna vote.
Alex.
Oh.
All right, Splitters, take us away, Don.
As I rush down the stairs, the vertigo that seems to be plaguing me kicked up. The sudden flare caused me to trip and tumble, passing out briefly. At least I feel it was brief. As I look up, I see a string light back and forth, back and forth. The shadow it casts is dizzying, like a feeling of being underwater. The bald man from earlier stands over me. He waves, a very solemn. As he does it, the cuts on his arm look fresh, not like before where they were horribly scarred. Now they look recent. Blood drips down them. As it splits onto me a little bit, I roll out of the way and try and stand up. My entire body is sore. Once again, the wound on my leg starts to open up and bleed a little bit more into my shoes. The bald man points to a chair in the corner. I'm hesitant at first, but I need to get up, so I crawl over the chair and sit on it. The chair faces the hole. It's empty. It somehow looks slightly bigger. Not like more has been chipped away, but like it was that size from the beginning. It's hard to put a finger on the dimensions of it. Not knowing what to do, I asked the bald man, are you going to hurt me? The bald man just shakes his head woefully. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to help. Remember that. I ask him for an explanation, to explain anything that's going on here. He's silent. He just closes his eyes, and almost like he knew this place without knowing it, he starts to slowly walk up the stairs. I go to get after him, but the pain of my leg is so intense it forces me to stay in the chair. It's about time that I took an action of some kind. I just don't know what to do. Should I chase after him? Or sit here? Or something I'm not thinking of. My brain is racked. I feel ill. I feel pained. I'm not sure where to move.
I only have one lead now, and he's walking away. I need to crawl after him.
I should probably try to set some kind of a trap or something. I mean, look, whatever that guy is, he's watching over me. But right now, I got to worry about being in this same basement as whatever is down that hole.
That bald man said that he was trying to help. If that's true, then he just needs to know that I really need help. I need to start pleading with him. There's nothing else I can do left. I just have to start pleading.
I've had it up to here with not knowing any of these answers. I don't want to pass out and wake up with no more information again. I am furiously scream after the bald man and try to throw the chair that I'm sitting on at him.
Damn.
I just thought of, I don't want to pass out with no more information again. I want to pass out with information this time. Vote now.
Should make this a book for kids. They'd love it.
Yeah, totally.
Man, we just gotta make everybody animals. So we're the caterpillar, and that's the butterfly that's watching over us.
The bald man is a spider.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, you said he was butter.
He's a butter spider.
Oh,
Young adult.
When you said we were all bugs, it just brought me back to this one like animated cartoon where there was this creepy ass spider, and he just had like this pale white face, like almost like if you shaved Michael Jackson, like very like elongated, and the rest of his body was like he was wearing tights.
Wow.
horrifying.
I don't know.
Hey,
Hey, EXO. Vote along. Choose your own adventure that we're improvising. But right now it looks like we're going to be setting a trap. Let's roll for effectiveness. 3, 2, 1. Ooh.
Oh.
Rough. Take her away.
It's hard to stand. I need to get my footing before I can do anything else. The pain is pretty excruciating. Well, I I guess I just kind of wrap up a spare cloth that I found down here just to sort of apply some pressure on the bleeding. And there's some spare ropes. There's some heavy equipment here. I can do something. I just need to figure out how exactly I want to trap whatever it is I'm trapping. I decide, okay, maybe I can set up some kind of a snare or netting kind of thing or something just to get it stuck, just long enough that I can figure out what this thing is. So I start taking some of the ropes, I tie some different knots in it, some loops and things like that to be able to snare things, and then I rig it up to some of the shelving that's down here. Can't really hide it with very much, but I suppose it's something. So now I just need to wait, I guess. I remembered that when it first came out, it ran around behind me as I was somewhere near the washing machine. So I head over to that side of the room and just sit and wait for a while. For a long while. Nothing seems to be coming, no sound, no noise of any kind. It's really quiet here. So I figured maybe I need to somehow attract this thing to the trap. But how am I going to get it to come out?
I know what to do. I know what to
This
do.
thing seemed to be hungry when it tried to gnaw my ankle off. Maybe I can get some of the planters from upstairs and sprinkle some peanuts down on it.
Still don't know what was being delivered. It hasn't come back to me yet, but the only commonality between us and the bald man seems to be blood.
Before, when it reached out at the shirt, it seemed at first like it was defensive, but then was offensive. If I go into its space, it'll likely feel threatened, and then maybe if I leave, it'll feel as though it has to come and attack me. Going in and leaving might be how to draw it out.
Look, I'm tired and I don't really know what the best route for this. I could do Peanut's blood or myself, but I think maybe if I try to knock over the washing machine, get some of the water to spill down there. Maybe it's thirsty and don't need to give it food, but need it to give it water.
Okay.
What?
Oh.
So Alex, describe this trap to me again. I want to really want to picture what you set up here.
So climbing ropes are pretty thick.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of set like the one thing that's set is like there's a big like snare trap kind of in the center of the path, but I know that it's scurried along.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, there's just like some hanging ropes and sort of like in a web or a net, just to kind of see if either it would run into and get stuck, or at the very least it would make some sound getting stuck and caught up in the net.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Blood has a 1-point lead right now. Get your votes in now before we lock
That
her
means
in.
blood.
I mean, Peanut's not a bad choice, but
Chat wants blood.
Chad always wants blood.
Steve, I immediately thought of the peanuts too, and I'm like, I'm last. Someone's gonna do it before me. All right, well, looks like if they want blood, we're gonna give them blood. Vote for
Them eat blood.
effectiveness. 3, 2, 1.
okay.
Nope, not me.
All right.
I keep.
Take her away.
Frustrated and determined, I decide to lift my ankle. It's painful, but I can manage to get it to the hole. I roll up the cuff of my pants and give my leg a squeeze. A small trickle of blood comes down the mostly healing wounds and rolls down into the hole, into the darkness, past where I can see it. It's silent. I wait. I wait a little bit longer. And as I pull my leg down from off the wall, a small hissing sound comes from the back of the hole. It echoes, and it barrels louder and louder to where I stand. Suddenly it feels like static is racking the inside of my skull. I can feel myself starting to get faint, so I back up against the wall to keep my bearings. Holding the chair to stand up, my muscles start to grow weak, like a paralysis is setting in, but I'm firm. And then as I wait and I grip the chair, the sound of the hissing slowly retreats back into the hole. I seem to have piqued its curiosity, or at the very least its hunger. As I walk towards the hole, I can see right towards the edge of it. The blood looks to have been lapped up by some type of tongue or face. You can tell it's smeared in a way that wouldn't be natural otherwise. It seems like this is one way to get out of the hole. The question is, do I want it out of the hole, or do I have it exactly where I want it? Ultimately, I don't care what happens to this thing, as long as I get to leave at the end of the day. So, knowing this, now what do I do?
Remember, all of the doors were locked and nothing I could do would break me out. I think the bald man said that to get out, we have to go through the pit. I need to deal with this creature.
Well, now that it knows what I can offer, maybe I should try to yell at it, coax it out, taunt it out. Is this Timmy? Maybe I could yell Timmy's name and see what it responds to.
As I and the blood flows out of me, it just gets to be all too much, and I pass out.
I know that if that thing gets a bite of my leg again, I might not have my leg for the rest of my life, if I even have a life past that. I need to get out of here, but there's got to be another way. I need to head upstairs and see if anything has changed that would let me escape.
Oh boy!
Oh boy.
Oh, here we go. Loading time.
Oh.
Holy time.
Oh, oh.
Oh boy!
Oh, back and forth.
Oh boy!
Oh man.
Oh no. I know the second that we try to address the thing as Timmy, shit is gonna go down. Oh
Or
no.
the second we go into its space.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
both of those are. Oh man.
Fucking hell.
Here we go.
Oh no.
The twos are leading.
I'm not sure if that's better or worse, to be honest.
So at the end of the day, we're all gonna be winners.
I thought you were gonna say at the end of the day,
Except-
didn't we all lose?
To quote my friend, you can't win them all, but you
All
can
right.
lose them all.
I think we're gonna yell at it, and maybe it's Timmy. Vote for effectiveness. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I don't get a vote.
Oh, okay.
I don't get a vote. It's just a
That's
test.
Oh, it's 3
thumbs up.
successes?
3 ups.
Fuck.
Interesting. Okay. I sort of take a step back and stand just right next to the rope. Why am I forgetting what it's called all of a sudden? The snare. Just standing by the snare. This seems like a bad idea, but I just kind of call out, Timmy? Are you Timmy? Did something happen to you, Timmy? Is it... What? Why are you here? How did you get here, Timmy? The hissing starts up really quietly. There's definitely a response. Echoing out through the hole. Timmy, I'm not sure how you got here or even how I got here in this situation, but I'm not trying to hurt you. The hissing grows a little bit louder. Then I see a really small, wrinkled, crackled hand just grabbing onto the edge of the hole. It's clawed. It's like some kind of a strange creature that you would see in a documentary. It's not human. Then there's a second hand. Now there are 2 at the edge of the hole. And slowly the hissing gets louder and louder, coming up to the edge. Timmy, whatever's going on here, I'm sure that we can leave. Someone told me that we just have to leave the way that you came. So just try to help me with how you got here, Timmy. The creature is very slowly creeping its way out of the hole, just staring. I figure maybe if this doesn't work out, at least I got the snare in between me and it. That could help. Timmy crawls out of the hole very slowly. It's still hissing, but quietly, not necessarily in an aggressive way. As it walks closer toward me, it stops just before the rope, almost like it knew exactly that it was there. It just stands and stares at me. What do I do?
I feel pity for Timmy. He's been down here for at least 3 weeks. I mean, everything's been locked and I've been unconscious assumedly for that long. But God damn it, it's his birthday. I need to find that cake.
Now's my chance. Maybe if I can fling some blood into the corner, I can distract it and get it out of the hole. That way I can get to the other side and finally see what's going on.
Timmy is obviously in a lot of pain. I think it's time for him to no longer be in pain.
Oh, that was it? If I ever want to stop with the aggression towards the 2 of us, I need to prove that I'm not being aggressive to him. So I should sit down with my legs crossed and just be patient.
Time to vote!
Oh,
Time to
boy.
vote.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
Timmy!
Oh boy. boy.
Jeez. Oh, these all feel like the wrong choice. Oh.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
This is where I would save. A little autosave button would come up now.
Quick saving. I'm not sure. I agree they all feel like the wrong choice. Right now I'm trying to figure out which one feels like the wrongest choice.
Yeah. That's not for us to decide though, is it?
No.
No.
Oh man, well,
Oh.
Oof.
that's a choice.
Yeah. Yeah. Then they have spoken.
Like,
That is a
We're
choice.
gonna fling blood as bait. Roll for effectiveness. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay. There I am, face to face with this small, wrinkly, decrepit, bloodthirsty creature. If it looked human, it no longer does. In that moment, I look at the trap. I can see that it's not going for it. I have to push it there. It's my only way to ensure any level of safety. Slowly as I can, I reach down and I wipe my hand against my ankle, getting as much blood as I can pool into it. And then in one swift motion, I fling it to the side of the neck. Timmy looks at the blood. You can tell that the bloodlust in his eyes starts to swirl. The decision is clearly happening. It's thinking. But what is Timmy thinking? In the moment is slow and it's impulsive, but what is going to happen? In one quick motion, it all becomes a blur again. I dart myself forward, Timmy darts himself to the side, and as he does it, his claw reaches out, and it cuts a big, deep wound across my chest. It stings. It feels like infection has already taken place before it even touched me. It burns. I can feel my individual veins catching fire, but it works. It's sad and it's painful, but it works. Timmy finds himself momentarily caught up limb over limb into the net that we've constructed, and I stick my head in the hole. Down farther, I can see a small pinprick of light, and I see at the very end to the best of my ability. It's fuzzy, but if I can make it out correctly, I see the bald man, an outstretched hand, a finger beckoning me closer. It hurts. I can feel my chest scraping against the bottom of the hole, but I pull myself in and start to crawl, hand over fist. I hear the net behind me flailing, my blood like a trail leading right to me, all the way back to the entrance of the hole. The hole feels impossibly long, the light feels like it never gets closer, and all I can do is crawl, and crawl, and crawl. I don't know where I am, I don't know what's happening, but suddenly I get to the middle, where it feels dark on both ends. I don't know what to do, I feel lost, I feel like I'm floating, I can still feel the sting in my chest, and I know I just have to keep acting. If I stop now, that's game over. What do I do? How do I keep moving forward in a meaningful way?
I have to keep going. If I don't keep going, then what was it all for? I have to get out for my own sake.
Well, I still have some of my equipment on me. Maybe I could, I don't know, try to fasten some kind of a harness or something to just make it a little bit more bearable. I should have enough time. Hopefully have enough time.
this darkness that I find myself in, it's not man-made. If I keep crawling with my physical self, I won't get anywhere. If I want to get out, I have to look within. I have to get out of the darkness of my own soul if I want to find my way out of this place.
Look, I know this hole's not man-made, so something's gotta be up. The walls seem tough, but maybe there's another route other than straight. I should look around and try the walls for anything that's not as far away.
Voting time. Ooh boy.
I do like the canonical thing that you hear the ding of the laundry. Retroactively, that's the moment that we both moved, right? Timmy came out and I went in when the ding of the laundry happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the tension breaker.
That was the tension breaker.
Yeah, it's like building up tension, building pressure, like, and then
ding, and then
when we eventually get our full motion picture remake of this story, that's when it'll happen.
Oh, for sure, it'll be cinematic.
Oh, look within.
Just to keep everyone on the same page, this does in fact happen in the same universe as the Absent. This is the second in the Absent cinematic universe.
No, I was gonna
Called
say
Timmy.
none of the characters in that movie are called Michael. I'm surprised. It's not a
They were
J.
too busy with every other J name, Dan.
Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like we're gonna be looking within.
Yeah.
Roll for effectiveness. 3, 2, 1.
Oh boy.
Okay, this is good. I look within myself, which actually comes fairly easily. There's darkness all around me, so I don't even notice when I close my eyelids. And then I'm in a void. I feel myself floating. The only way to orient myself is to think about where I've come from and where I'm going. I think about what's behind me, the basement, Timmy, and I think about what's ahead of me. Through this dark tunnel, it's this beyond. Where am I going? Realize that if the only way to leave is to go where Timmy came from, where did Timmy come from? Well, I have to realize something. Timmy is ugly. He's this disgusting thing. And I've known this all along as well. Timmy is dead. And if I want to get out of this purgatory that I'm stuck in, I have to accept a fact that I'm dead too. Where I'm coming from is the land of the living. Where I'm going to is the afterlife. Suddenly, the tunnel comes back into view all around me. I feel very differently. I am still in my body, but my leg no longer hurts. The tunnel is just about over on the other side, and there's a light coming from it. With this newfound knowledge, I'm glad to see this on the other side of the tunnel. What do I see?
I see the bald man. He's here. He's helping me up.
Somehow, the tunnel stopped being horizontal and started being vertical. I'm climbing, and at the top, that's the end of the wall.
I see myself from above, looking down. I see a picture of myself just sitting where I was. It's like I never left or woke up in the first place.
I see a pair of parents holding each other and looking at me with gruesome faces and grimaces looking at me. And it seems familiar, but I can't help but feel judged.
Vote.
Time to vote indeed. Oh, spicy.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I agree. Oh, I don't know either.
Oh my god.
Went super loud.
I don't know. Say something, Dan.
I don't know. Oh wow, why is
This
it
is
doing
tough.
that?
We'll
I'm just bringing
give
it
you
down.
guys a little bit of time.
I don't think you see many louder. In
This is
Alright.
uh,
I might have accidentally just hit the audio level or something. There we go. That's more reasonable.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, this is
Man.
tough.
Oh, man.
We've hit everyone.
We've really split the board on this.
Oh.
one.
Oh, oh.
Oh,
Dan gets him. Oh,
Oh no, this is getting close. This is getting real close.
Oh snap.
It's
Close,
so split
close.
all the way across.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really decisive beat of the story, so.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hot damn.
All right. Well, that's. I guess we got to roll for it between seeing myself
I
or.
really want to vote to decide it.
I know. Should we
All
wait
right,
like
we can
long?
wait. We can wait.
Anyone? Any lurkers?
Anyone who hasn't
out there?
voted yet?
Vote in the chat.
We appreciate your viewership. If you want to
You're allowed to stay
interact with the
anonymous.
story, you can.
We've
You're
had.
allowed to stay anonymous every other time, but now you can't.
Who would vote?
Sees a pair of parents.
All
I
right.
think that's it.
Parents.
All
Yeah.
right.
Thanks to
All
it.
right. Roll for effectiveness. 3, 2, 1. Oh, split. Fuck. All right. And as I come out of my void, realizing who I am, I look up and I see a set of parents. Like, they're both looking at me. I look at their faces and I don't know what I've said to them or done to them to make them look at me at this, but wait. They start whispering at me down the tunnel. They're saying, Timmy, Timmy, my boy. And I don't understand, and in that moment I look behind me and I see on the other edge of the tunnel just Timmy's face, backlit by the lights of the basement, looking in. And he's like, Mom? Dad? I don't know how I'm caught between these two and how I'm keeping them apart. And then I feel in my pocket something weird, and I reach out and it's a few old peanuts. I guess I had them in my pocket as a snack, but I look up and the parents said, Timmy! Don't eat those! I don't know. Did I cause this? Did I? It all comes back to me now. We were hosting Timmy's birthday party and I forgot to check. I forgot to check if any of the kids had any allergies. We had to close. We had to close. And just like that, the tunnel goes completely dark. And I'm falling. I'm falling as if there's no tunnel anywhere. I scream, "I'm sorry!" But I don't think anyone was listening. I look up, and I see the bald man, as if he's falling next to me. And it was hard to hear what he said to me, but I think this is what I heard he say.
I think I heard him say you made the right choice.
I think he said, "You climb, falling is just part of it."
I think he said, "I forgive you."
I think he said, "You need to try one more time so you can get it right."
Sorry, these are long.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Oh.
Sorry guys, I was trying to bow it up.
No, that's good. I think we're bowing it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna find our way out.
Ooh.
Not sure I was expecting the story to go this way tonight.
Me neither.
It's gone a number of ways, that's for sure.
I'd be lying if I said it wasn't deeply invested, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
I'm super interested.
it looks like we got a
So
winner chicken dinner.
Yep.
It's close, but still two votes ahead. All right,
Okay.
vote for success. 3, 2, 1. You guys voting?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I had to think about it.
Yeah.
3 successes.
Okay.
Take it away, Max.
Whew. Okay. Okay. As I'm falling, I look up and I see the pale face of the bald man. And to me, he says, I think you need to try one more time. And just as his words finish, I feel my back striking against a soft mat, and all of the air rushes out of me. And just as I hear that, I hear the bright room of the rock wall fill with laughter, childish laughter. My face grows hot and I try to get to my knees. I look up and it's a room full of children, all laughing at me. I'm I'm the rock climbing instructor. Why did I fall? Oh my God. A couple parents come over and offer me a glass of water and ask if I'm okay. I brush them away. The only thing that's really hurt is my pride. But then I come to myself a little bit. I look around and I realize, wait a minute, I have one more try. And then I let my coworker, my employee, take the lead on the students or on the kids' birthday party. I run out of the gym and I run into the office. There's a clipboard with a signed piece of paper on it. It says delivery today. And I realized that it's the food that we had shipped in for the birthday party. And I realized that we might just have one more time. So then I run out of the office and I run back into the rock climbing room. There's a folding table set up and it's just about to be set up for lunch for the kids. And there, sitting on the table, is a bowl of peanuts. And Timmy is just feet away. It just got placed down. I run across the room and I push the bowl of peanuts as far away as possible. They go scattering off and I go, watch out, get Timmy out of here. And luckily enough, the parents realize what's happening. They grab Timmy and they rush him out of the room. He needs an EpiPen, but he actually is going to be okay. I sigh and I feel so many emotions coming over me. My employee is apologizing incessantly. She's saying, I'm sorry. I didn't know that there was an allergy. And I said, it's okay. Don't worry. We made it right this time. And I look through the door of the rock climbing room, past the front office and out the window to the street. And there's a man with a pale face. He may or may not be bald. You couldn't tell because he has a hat on his head. He tips his hat, gives me a smile, and walks on his way.
And that's our story. Damn.
That's it. Wow.
Wow.
That could have gone in so many ways.
Yeah. Oof. Anyone else sweating? I'm sweating.
Oh man.
Oh, thank you, motion design.
Thank you, motion design. Well, thank you all for helping us make that story. Honestly, it never would have gone there without you guys.
Yeah, that was really fun. I definitely think that we should try it sometime. We'll work on the form and refine it if we need to. And
Definitely make it a little quicker between voting and story transitions, but yeah. Damn. They won't all be that dramatic.
Yeah.
Some of them will be lighthearted. Yeah.
Guess what time it is? Is it Timmy time?
Timmy time.
Yeah, thank you all.
You really need to make those more expensive.
Oh, yeah, we do.
It doesn't matter how expensive it is. Mac and Bree is constantly watching us.
Oh, right. Well, let's figure out who we're going to raid, and then we'll do a hoedown, and then we'll call it a night. Why don't we go raid? Why don't we go raid Dandy Does It? Something a little more lighthearted and fun, just to pick our spirits back up, right? All right. Let's get the hoedown.
All right.
Let's do it.
And let me know when
You're
what's the
ready.
thing? I think we're doing two. Are we doing two in a row, or are we gonna stop?
No, don't give Susan the opportunity. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Tonight we made a story. It turns out we had to save Timmy. He was an eldritch beast from hell, so we had to show and tell.
Hey, da-da-la-da-da-da-la-da-da-da-la-da-da. Our story opened with a great big fall, but that wasn't the end of it all. It turned out we had to meet Tim, and his little story was pretty damn grim.
Da-da-la-da-da-da-la-da-da-da-la-da-da. We woke up alone, searching for that mic. Matter where we could go, it only gave us a fright. Ended up with a bald guy, hoping he's a friend, but it turned all right. We saved him in the end.
Oh, that was our story. Someone call it circular. We think that. We hope you enjoyed it, even if you're a lurkular. And then it ended with Timmy's birthday. At least it was a happy story. You could call it mirth. Yay!
Hey, we told a story that was scary. It got me shaking and made me hairy, 'cause it was standing up on my arms and legs, and it was really bad, but it was good, and we didn't have to beg.
It was good and we didn't have to beg.
Let's go give Dandy some love. Thank you all for being here. We hope you liked
Thank you
this.
so
It was a lot of fun to do. We'll probably try and do it in the future because I feel like it was fun for us. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you have any feedback, let us know in the Discord. Yeah, it's a great time.
All right.
All right.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
everybody.
Come back
Bye.
on Friday.
Friday we have
Don't
more
forget
antics.
Friday.
Bye.
Friday.
Bye.
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 Goodbye.
Thanks, everyone.
Oh, we're out.
We're out.
Oh, and right in